There are tons of super rare items in Minecraft that you probably didn't even know existed. And today, I'm going to collect every single one, all within the next 24 hours. Starting with the very rare deepslate emerald block. I've been mining for hours, and well, I haven't seen one yet. You know what? This block is super rare, so we'll come back to it later. For now, I think it would be a good idea to start with the easier rare items to collect, and then work our way up to the ultra super rare items. And if you're wondering where I'm going to store all these items, well, here. Anyway, let's start with the item called the rabbit's foot. This item has a 10% chance to drop, which is easy compared to some of the rarer items we'll have to get later. I feel really bad for doing this, but we got one. So let's head back to our rare item area and put this in the item frame. Now we're going to be doing this for every rare item. So by the end of this video, we'll have over 80 rare items all filled in these item frames. Moving on though, we'll get the poisonous potato that has a 2% chance to drop. Any minute now, this is kind of taking a long time. Okay, there we go. We'll now try to get the Nautilus shell, and drowns have a 3% chance of having one of these. And there's one right there. We'll take that. We'll also go ahead and stay in the ocean because the next item we need is the sniffer egg that has a 6.7% chance to drop. So it's pretty rare. Oh, wait, that's it. Now let me think. Is there any other easy rare items to get in the ocean? Oh, wait a minute. There is. We can get the scoop from breeding turtles. So come here, guys. We just need you guys to breed us a baby turtle. Just like that. So let's let them grow up to get the scoot. Now let's actually continue breeding these turtles even more to get even more scoots to make the rare item called the turtle helmet. All right, we actually have a bunch of rare items here, so let's put them in the item frames. But now let's turn up the difficulty just a bit. It's time to get the items called the large fern and the tall grass. Now, both of these have a very small chance of spawning in village chests. So for the large fern, we have to look in a spruce village, and we're getting absolutely no luck. Is it even possible to get this item? Oh, wait, it is. Let's go. Now we have to go to a savanna village to get the tall grass. Now, this one seems to be even harder than the large fern, but if we keep looking, there we go. Let's go. Now, the next item we need to get is the trident. Now, I know I already have one, but the thing is, I like using my trident. I don't want it to just sit in an item frame forever. So instead of using the one I already have, let's get a new one. Now, I didn't even know this, but the trident only has a 3.75% chance to drop. Yeah, that's rarer than I thought. Now, is there any drowns around? I don't think so, but wait, there is a shipwreck. For some reason, I always have to look in these things when I find them. You never know what you can find. All right, the chest is back here, and wait a minute. Post armor trim. Okay, now the reason we need this is because all of the armor trims in the game are technically rare items, which means we're going to be collecting all 18 armor trims. Oh, and would you take a look at that? We have found some drowns, and this baby one has a trident. Hey! Yes, finally, we got one. So, boom, boom, and boom. Now, the reason we're at a village is so we can trade with a cartographer to get ourselves a woodland explorer map. And now, because the woodland mansion is the rarest structure in the game, that means there, of course, has to be a rare item there. And, well, that rare item is, of course, the Totem of Undying. Wait a second. This woodland mansion has an obsidian room. Now, the reason I'm going crazy here is because one of the rarest things you can find in a woodland mansion is this room right here. And, well, if you're wondering why, it's because a naturally spawning diamond block can be found within the obsidian. So, if we break through this obsidian, we should find one of the rarest things in the game, and oh my goodness, there it is. Anyway, though, let's not forget to take out an evoker, so we can, of course, get the Totem of Undying. Oh my goodness, I'm on 2.5 hearts. We need to get out of here, but real quick, let's check this chest, and oh yes, another armor trim to add to the collection. All right, let's go. Now we'll put the armor trim here and the Totem of Undying here, but because the naturally spawning diamond block's rarer, we'll put that up here. Now let's go looking for desert pyramids. Now the reason for this is because these things have a chance to contain so many different rare items, like all of the different horse armors, god apples, and even an armor trim. All right, we've made it to a desert and there is literally no desert pyramids here, but there is this really cool cave generation. What the? It looks like a meteor has crashed into the ground or something. Anyway, let's find a new desert. Oh, okay, there we go. We finally found one. So let's dig all the way down without setting off the trap. And what are you doing here? Get out of here, buddy. Oh no, wait, where did it go? Oh, no, no, it stood on the pressure plate. You've got to be kidding me. I guess we'll just have to find a new pyramid. All right, let's actually destroy all of the TNT this time and see if there's anything rare in here. Okay, we have the iron horse armor, and then I'm pretty sure nothing else. I guess we'll keep looking. Okay, let's see if this one has anything. Ooh, okay. The dune armor trim, we will take that. And yes, let's go. Diamond horse armor. That is the rarest horse armor you can get. Now we just need the gold one. So let's see if we can get it in here. Okay, come on. And still nothing. How rare is this gold horse armor? Oh, wait a second. The pillager outpost. We might be be able to get an armor trim from here. Let's go ahead and see. Perfect. And an XP bottle. You know what? That's pretty rare. We'll take it. Honestly, the amount of rare items you can get from just exploring structures is pretty crazy. But obviously, there's rare items that you can't find in structures, and well, they're the hardest ones. But we'll worry about those after we loot some more desert temples. Come on, gold horse armor, please. No way. It seems like gold horse armor is even rarer than diamond horse armor. How does that even make sense? Oh, there we go. I don't know how many desert temples it took to find this thing, but we finally have it. But still no enchanted golden apple. I think we'll have to put that on hold for now and come back to it later. So let's add all of these to the collection, just like this. Next up, it's time to get our pickaxe out, because I want to try and get some of the rarest ores. Now, a lot of you probably think that the deepslate emerald ore is the only rare ore in the game, but there's actually two more. And they are the normal emerald ore and the deepslate coal ore. Now, before we go underground, I'm pretty sure we can get the normal emerald ore in a snowy mountain. All right. Something like this is perfect. Now, as you can see, there are ores spawning all over this mountain, but none of them are emeralds. So I guess we're just gonna have to fly around the mountain until we find an emerald ore. Wait, what happens if we look inside the mountain? Wait a minute, what? Mountains are so overpowered for emeralds. This block is usually super rare, but I guess here it's not. I mean, we'll take it. Now let's find the deep slate coal ore. And we better hurry up because that timer is still ticking. Now, I don't really know if there's an easy way to find deep slate coal ore, but what I'm going to try is looking in areas like these where the deep slate and the stone starts to overlap, because as you can see, there's some coal right here, and well, if it was to spawn a little bit lower, it would actually be deep slate. Okay, I've been looking around for a while and I can only find normal coal. Like, why don't you just spawn a little bit lower so you turn into deep slate? I didn't think I'd be saying this, but how have we found diamonds before coal? Anyway, wait a minute. Wait, there it is. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but this is actually the second rarest ore in the game. Now, of course, deep slate emerald ore is the rarest ore in the game, but seeing as we're going from the easy items to the hard items, we'll be getting that one later. For now, though, these can go here. Now, next up, I want to finish off the armor trim collection. But before that, on my rare items list, I have a bunch of just super random ones that we should get out the way first, like the dragon egg, which we got from the first time we fought the ender dragon, a heart of the sea, which we can get from buried treasure. We also need the pitcher pod and torch flower seed from the sniffer. Now, this is going to take ages. If you didn't already know, getting these things from the sniffer is not easy. Okay, finally, we got the pitcher pod and the torch flower seed. Next up, we'll grab a dragon head and we'll get some dragon's breath. And then finally, we'll take out this pillager for an ominous bottle. Okay, getting these items took up quite a lot of our time, but at least now we can move on to getting the rest of the armor trims that we need. Now, luckily for us, we already have 4 armor trims, meaning we only need to collect the remaining 14. But now the problem is, some of these armor trims have a 10 to 20% chance to spawn, but some of them are way rarer, like the silence armor trim that has a 1.2% chance to spawn. And to make things even harder, this thing can only be found in the deep dark. Yeah, this is gonna make this 24-hour challenge way harder. Now, I know you can find an armor trim inside of a jungle temple, and I mean, we live right next to a jungle, so finding a temple should be pretty easy. Aha! Now, the armor trim to find in this thing has a 30% chance of spawning, so come on. And of course, we didn't get it. But what we could get is the tide armor trim from an ocean monument. Now, we need to find the outer guardian, because that's what drops this armor trim. Okay, there's one right here. Let's take it out. Please give us the armor trim in our first attempt. Come on, and yes, we got it. Let's go. Wait a second, we found another jungle temple. Please let this be the one for the wild armor trim. Come on. Yes, there's 2. All right, let's get out of here, because it's now time for us to enter the nether to try and get the rib armor trim and the snout armor trim. Now, the rib armor trim is found here in a nether fortress. Now, this one is going to be really hard to get because it only has a 6.7% chance of spawning. And not only is that super rare, the snout armor trim that you get from the bastion remnants, they also have a super low 8.3% chance to spawn. But we're super lucky today, so we're about to get it in these chests. Wait, what? We actually did. Let's go. Anyway, though, we found another nether fortress, but it has no chests inside. Now, what about this fortress? Okay, come on. Nothing in there. What about in this chest? Oh, there it is. Now, next up, we need to head into the overworld so we can come to a stronghold. And now there's a 10% chance to get the eye armor trim from any of the chests in here. And wait a second, there is a chest right here. Why is this the worst chest I've ever seen? It has just iron and bread. Yeah, we don't want any of that. But there is a library. We could find a chest in here. All right, perfect. And yes, we have ourselves the eye armor trim. But we're still not done here in the stronghold because we need to go into the end portal just like this, because in the end city, there is a 6.7% chance to get the spire armor trim. And because that 24-hour clock is still ticking, we need to hope that we find it fast, because we still have tons of super rare items to get. Anyway, though, we found an end city, so let's see if we can try and find this armor trim. Nothing in here, and nothing in here. Okay, this is like my 10th end city or something. I don't even know at this point. Let's see if it has it. You've got to be kidding me. Wow, look at the size of this end city. This has to have it. Come on. Yes, finally. That took so long. Anyway, though, these next armor trims we have to get, I didn't even know they existed. They're all found in something called a trail ruin, and there's 4 of them that we can get in total. But the thing is, this is what a trail ruin looks like, and I don't think I've ever seen one before. Wait a minute, is that one right there? Yeah, I think it is. Now, apparently, if we just brush all of the suspicious gravel, we should have an 8% chance of getting one of these armor trims. All right, this is looking like one right here. Oh, it's just a candle. Let's just keep brushing. Wait a second, this isn't an armor trim, but this is a music disc. And we're also going to be collecting all of the music discs as well, so this is going to be very useful. Ooh, wait a second, I think this is exactly what we're looking for. Yeah, this is one of the 4 armor trims. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. Ooh, wait a second. We found another one. Okay, 2 more to go. Yes, it's an armor trim. Please be the 3rd one we're looking for. And, oh, it is a different one. We've had no duplicates so far. All right, it's another armor trim. Is it the 4th one that we need? Oh my goodness, it actually is. There we go. We have all 4 of the armor trims you get from Trail Ruins, which leaves us with 4 armor trims left to get. And well, these are the hardest. Real quick though, our inventory is very full from all these armor trims, so let's put them all in their item frames. Oh, and let's also not forget to put the music disc we found in this item frame. Anyway though, the next armor trims we'll get are the ones that you get from trial chambers. Now, before we head into a trial chamber, we need another ominous bottle so we can make the trial chamber an ominous trial. Okay, perfect. We got 2 ominous bottles. So now what we can do is head inside the trial chamber, and if we drink this ominous bottle, it should start an ominous trial. Now, beating this should up our chances of getting these 2 rare armor trims. And wait, why is this actually so hard? Oh no, 1.5 hearts. Are we gonna die? Before we find out, I want to thank today's sponsor, the Red Magic Astra Gaming Tablet. This thing is by far one of the best and most powerful gaming tablets ever. With its huge, bright 9.06-inch screen, the gaming you can do on this thing is crazy. I mean, it has a 165 hertz refresh rate, which makes playing on it super smooth. And to make this thing even better, you don't have to worry about the battery. This tablet has an 8,200 milliamp battery that charges super fast from 0% to 100% in just 71 minutes. I should also mention my favorite thing, the screen. It has a 90.1% screen to body ratio, so the games look amazing on this thing. And they also sound amazing because this tablet's speakers are incredible. Oh, and if you're wondering how the games run so smooth, it's because it has a Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, which is the most powerful chip in Android tablets, meaning your gaming sessions are going to be next level. Not to mention, this tablet is boosted further by the Red Core R3 Pro gaming chip, meaning this thing delivers unmatched power and responsiveness for gaming. And if you enjoy gaming for long periods of time, you don't have to worry about this thing overheating. It has efficient cooling for uninterrupted gaming sessions. I mean, just look at me gaming on this thing. It's super smooth if I do say so myself. And I can download tons more games if I want to, due to the massive amount of storage this thing has. So, if you're interested in getting a Red Magic Astra gaming tablet, click the link in the description and grab yours today. Now, back to collecting rare items. Now, the 2 armor trims that we're looking for in here, by the way, is the Flow armor trim that has a 22% chance to spawn, and the Bolt armor trim that only has a 5.4% chance to spawn. But to even get these, we need to get some trial keys to open up some vaults. Okay, come on. Yes, okay, we have ourselves a ominous trial key. So let's get this armor trim, please. Oh, first attempt. Okay, we just got the Flow armor trim, which unfortunately for us is the least rare out of the 2 you can get from the trial chamber. But that's fine though, because we can get more keys to open more ominous vaults. And would you take a look at that? We didn't get the armor trim that we needed, but we got an enchanted golden apple, which is one of the rare items that we needed to get. Wait a second, maybe the reason I'm not getting the other armor trim is because we might need to use normal trial keys. So let's defeat a normal trial to get the key, and now let's see if we can get the Bolt armor trim. Oh, wait, we got a music disc. Okay, that is the 2nd music disc to add to our collection, but it's still not the Bolt armor trim. Yes, finally! You have no idea how long this has taken me to get. So we'll add them to the collection. Oh yeah, and we also got the music disc from the trial chamber, and we also got the enchanted golden apple. But I am not excited for what we have to do now, because as I mentioned earlier, the 2 remaining armor trims that we have to get are the 2 rarest. And to get them, we have to find an ancient city in the deep dark. Now, I'm pretty sure if we go to a mountain and start digging down, there's a really high chance we'll find an ancient city. Oh, wait a second. We found a deep dark area. That means an ancient city has to be close. It actually worked. So let's find these armor trims without dying to the warden. So let's just go for it. Okay, we're just gonna have to end up spawning a warden. Okay, there's the first chest. There's the second one. No luck with these armor trims. Go, 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 go. Okay, come on, please. We found a music disc, and we also found disc fragments. We're gonna need these for later to make another music disc. Anyway, though, come on, armor trim. Where are you? Wait, is that 4 enchanted golden apples in one chest? What the? I did not even know that was possible. Go, go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. Hold up. Another music disc. Don't mind me. Oh, we spawned a second one. We have spawned a second one. We've already failed trying to be sneaky and silent, so we might as well just run around. Oh wait, there it is! Oh no. Now, before we celebrate too soon, we still have to find the ward armor trim. Oh, wait a second. Is that a skeleton skull that we just found here? Okay, that's kind of rare, right? We're taking that. Now, there's also a bunch of rarer skulls that you can get, but we'll worry about those later. Just give us this ward armor trim. Oh, there it is. So now we can get out of here with all of these rare items. Oh, wait a second. I almost forgot to craft this music disc. Anyway, though, let's complete our armor trim collection by putting these in the item frames. We literally have every single armor trim in the game. And let's also not forget to put our music discs in their item frames, and even the skeleton skull. Now, let's just quickly go ahead and take a second to realize just how much progress we have made. And now, although this is really good, we do still have some of the rarest items to get, like all of the mob heads in the game. But well, to get those, we have to wait for a thunderstorm. Now, while I'm waiting for a thunderstorm, I've just realized we have to hurry up and get these items faster, because we don't have a lot of time left in this 24 hours, and we still have so many rare items to go, including the super rare deep slate emerald ore, the blue axolotl, the piglin head, and way more. Wait, that was lightning. Okay, we gotta hurry, because I don't know how long this thunderstorm's gonna last, and we need to get all of these mob heads. So let's put our shield on, and now let's get a creeper to follow us, because to get mob heads, you have to get a charged creeper to explode a mob. So let's turn this creeper into a charged creeper, and get it to explode this zombie. Alright, there we go, we got the zombie head. Now, we already got the skeleton skull earlier from the deep dark, which means the next head we need to get is the creeper head itself. So let's trap this creeper in a hole, go, 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 and then let's get this creeper to become a charged creeper, and we'll put this creeper in the same hole. Okay, now we need it to explode. Wait, did we get the head? Yes, we did. Okay, that was really risky. Oh no. Now we still need to use this thunderstorm to get another super rare item. Now this next item requires us to find a mushroom island, just like this. And now if we make ourselves a bowl and turn one of these mushrooms into a brown mushroom, we can then feed it a flower. And apparently if we use the bowl on it, we should get a rare suspicious stew instead of the normal mushroom stew that you get from a normal mushroom. So here we go. We fed it the flower and there we go. Suspicious stew from a brown mushroom. Now there is one more extremely rare item we need to get later with a thunderstorm, but it's going to be too challenging for us right now. So for now, we'll put the mob heads in their item frames alongside the rare suspicious stew, and we'll now focus on getting all of the 8 rare goat horns. And to get them, we'll head to a mountain to find some goats. All right, there's actually a bunch of goats here, and I don't really know how to actually get a goat horn from these guys. Do we have to make them angry or something? I don't think it's working. Okay, maybe let's focus on trapping these guys first. Now, as I said earlier, there's 8 goat horns to get in total, but not all of them are easy to get. You see, 4 of the goat horns drop from normal goats, but the other 4 can only be acquired from screaming goats. And, well, screaming goats only have a 2% chance to spawn. So let's see if we can get lucky and find one. Wait a minute. I don't know if this is a screaming goat or not. Wait, we need it to scream again. Yep, that's definitely a screaming goat. You're coming with me, buddy. So now we have all the goats in here. We just have to figure out how to get goat horns. Oh, wait, there we go. It charged at us, but it didn't drop a horn. That's because I think we need to dodge out the way so it can hit the wall. Wait, I've got a genius idea. If I expand this enclosure just like this, and then if we crawl under this roof and break all of these blocks, the goats should be able to ram at us, but hit their head on the log. And there we go, it worked. So let's just sit here and keep on getting the goats to hit their head. And as long as we keep on breeding all of the goats and the screaming goats together, we should end up getting all of these goat horns. Okay, I've been getting goat horns for an absolute ton of time now, and I've been putting them in this chest. But the only problem is there is a bunch of horns that are the same, so let's go through and filter out all of the ones that we need. Alright, so we have 7 goat horns, which means we only need 1 more. And unfortunately for us, the last goat horn we need is the admire goat horn, which is only found from screaming goats. I don't know why, but I just really wanted to use one of these horns. Anyway, come on. One of these has to be the admire goat horn. Let's pick them all up and see. There it is. Yes. Okay, goats, be free. I don't need you anymore. So let's take all of these goat horns here. As you can see, they are all completely different. So let's go through and put them all in their item frames. Now, earlier we were able to get a heart of the sea. And, well, if we had another one, we could craft the rare item called the conduit. So let's head into a shipwreck to get a buried treasure map. And now if we head to this buried treasure, we should be able to find ourselves another heart of the sea. And perfect. But to make the conduit, not only do we need the heart of the sea, but we also need 8 nautilus shells. And, well, the way I'm going to get these nautilus shells is by fishing. And you know what? To increase our fishing luck, let's max level enchant all of these fishing rods. And now let's keep on fishing until we get all of the 8 nautilus shells we need. And, well, now that we have them, let's go ahead and craft ourselves the conduit. So now that we have this, there's only a few more rare items we need to get before we move on to the rarest items we've had to get so far. And, well, the next one we need to get is a full set of chainmail armor. Now, the reason this is rare is because it's completely uncraftable. You can only get it from villagers. So let's grab this blast furnace so we can turn a villager into an armorer. And now if we level this villager up, it should start giving us chainmail armor trades. But to level this villager up, we're going to need to buy stuff from it. So let's sell sticks to this Fletcher to get emeralds so we can level up the armorer. Okay, here we go. We've leveled up the armorer and we can buy the chainmail boots and the chainmail leggings, which means we just need the chest plate and the helmet. Okay, perfect. We can now get the helmet, but the only problem is I've been leveling up this villager for ages and we still don't have the chest plate. So let's take this blast furnace and see if we can get the chest plate from another villager. All right, yes, there we go. We got the chainmail chest plate, and there we have a full set of chainmail armor, which means the only thing we have to get now before we move on to the super rare items is the rest of our music discs. Now, to get the rest of the music discs we of course need a skeleton to kill a creeper. Now, while we wait for it to become nighttime, we'll quickly build this music disc farm. So I'm pretty sure if we make a wall of cobblestone with a giant hole underneath, and then fill this hole with water, and then place trapdoors around the edge of this hole. Now, in here is where all the creepers are going to go, and then in this small box here, we'll put a skeleton. And then in front of where the skeleton's going to go, we can build something like this to place some lava. And now what should happen when the skeleton shoots us through the lava, the arrow will set on fire, activating TNT, blowing up a bunch of creepers. And then hopefully the creepers will drop their music discs. So let's run over and grab a skeleton to trap. Follow me, buddy. Go, 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 go. Yes, we got it. Okay, the skeleton has been captured. Now we just need to get some creepers. Okay, a bunch have spawned over here. Okay, before we get any more creepers, let's actually just test out that this thing works. So let's get the skeleton to try and shoot us. There we go. All right, come on, please work. Okay, the creepers have been exploded, and there we go. We got 2 music discs. All right, I guess we'll just keep on repeating this process. All right, let's dodge now. Let's go. Yes, we got a bunch of music discs, but it also kind of broke the farm. That's fine, though. Let's see what music discs we got. This has to be all of them, right? Apparently not. Here we have 13 music discs, and there's meant to be 19 in total, which means we're missing a few. I guess we got to keep using the disc farm. Okay, come on. Are any of these new? Okay, yes, this one's new, but none of these ones are. Wait, why can't we get the last music discs we need? Now, after using this disc farm for so long and not getting all of the music discs, I realized there was something wrong here. And, well, after doing some research, I realized I had to get the final music discs from structures. I got one from an ominous vault, the other from a pot inside of a trial chamber, and then the final one, which was of course Pigstep, which I found inside of a bastion. Alright, now we have all of the music discs in the game. Now, before we move on to the hardest items we have to get, I want to quickly reorganize our rare item area. So we have the easy rare items at the front, and then the super rare items at the back. But now that we've done that, we only have these item frames left to fill. And well, this is where things get really, really difficult. So I guess let's just get started with the first super rare item, the Wither Skeleton Skull. Now, Wither Skeletons only have a 2.5% chance to drop their skull. And to be honest, that's not even hard compared to what we have to do after this. And to make things even worse, we only have a few hours left on our 24-hour timer. So I'm not even sure we're going to be able to complete this challenge. Anyway, though, I found some Wither Skeletons. Come on, one of you drop your skull. Come on. No luck there. Come on, buddy, please. You've got to be kidding me. Anyway, though, that's fine. Let's just continue killing as many Wither Skeletons as we can. Wait, it dropped its skull. Okay, wait, let's try not to die. Oh my goodness, go away. Okay, let's go over here and pick it up. There it is. We got the Wither Skeleton Skull. But we still need 3 more because we need to spawn in a Wither. And well, the reason for that is because the next item we need to get is the Nether Star. So yeah, we are not done taking out Wither Skeletons yet. All right, there we go. We got the 3rd one that we need to summon the Wither. Oh, okay, we got the 2nd one. And finally, we have the 3rd Wither Skeleton Skull. Okay, let's get out of here because it's time to head home and fight the Wither. So let's go ahead and spawn it right here. And let's hope that nothing goes wrong. Okay, here we go. All right, let's start shooting it with our bow. Okay, we've got it down to about half health. All right, we've got to go in with the sword. Oh my goodness, look at the amount of damage we're doing. Any minute now, and there we go. We now have ourselves the Wither Skeleton Skull and the Nether Star. Now, next up, we need to get the pink wool from a pink sheep. Now, the pink sheep has a 0.164% chance to spawn. But seeing as we're running really low on time, we're just gonna have to get the pink wool from this pink sheep that we found in the video I made where I collected every rare mob. So let's make some shears just like this. And Mr. Pink Sheep, give us your wool. Now, let's go ahead and get the mace. Now, to craft the mace, we need a heavy core from a trial chamber. So yet again, let's get another ominous bottle. And now let's head into another trial chamber and drink this ominous bottle. Now, I have a feeling getting the heavy core is going to take us a lot of vaults. So let's just try and get as many keys as we can. Now, I know I almost died in a trial chamber earlier, and honestly, I hope that doesn't happen again, but I would not be surprised. These trial chambers do not get any easier. I mean, why is there powdered snow in this thing? Okay, we defeated this trial. Come on, give us a key, and no. Finally, we got a key. And oh no, there's breezes in here. Like, how do I even get close to this thing? Come here, buddy. And all of that for no key. But on a bright side, we found an ominous vault. So give us that heavy core. Come on. And no. Okay, please let this be the lucky one. Heavy core, heavy core, heavy core. No heavy core. Now, I need to find more ominous vaults in this trial chamber, but there is just so many mobs spawning. We better get a trial key from doing all of this. Okay, a potato, a carrot, and yes, an ominous key. All right, here we go. Yes! Oh my goodness! Let's go! We have the heavy core. Wait, can you place it? Oh, you actually can. Oh, wait, no. Tell me you can pick this back up, please. Oh, okay. Anyway, though, let's take this thing all the way over here to its item frame. Now we only have 4 items to go, with the next one being the Mojang banner. Now, the reason this banner is so rare is because to make it, we need to use an enchanted golden apple. But luckily for us, we got a bunch earlier from the ancient city. So if we combine it with some paper, we get the thing banner pattern. So let's head up here to our loom. And now if we put the banner here with some red dye here, and then the banner here, there it is. The Mojang logo banner. Now, at this point, we need to wait for a thunderstorm, because the next item we need to get is the piglin head. And like any mob head, the way that we need to get it is blow up a piglin with a charged creeper. Now, while we wait for a thunderstorm, I'm gonna get a totem of undying, because getting a piglin head is extremely dangerous. All right, I found this woodland mansion, and there is an evoker right there. So, give us your totem. All right, perfect. Oh my goodness, we're actually gonna die. Go, go, go! Now, it would also be a good idea to get the piglin in position now, so that when the thunderstorm comes, we can put the creeper straight into the portal and get this piglin head. Now, we need to make sure we trap this piglin right out the front of the portal. All right, now we just have to find a piglin to put in this thing. Now, we found a baby piglin, but I'm not sure if it's going to work with a baby. Okay, perfect. We found a fully grown one. But why did it have to have a bow and arrow in its hand? This is just going to make getting it back to the portal so much harder. All right, stand in here. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've got it here, we need to name tag them so they don't despawn. Now, I think this should be a pretty good name. So, boom. So now let's head back in the portal and wait for a thunderstorm. Oh, yep, that is a thunderstorm. Now, if we do this first attempt, I'm going to be very surprised. And wait a second, when we go into a savanna biome, the rain stops. Does that mean the thunderstorm stops? Oh, no, it doesn't. Sorry, cow. Okay, let's find a creeper. All right, there's one right here. So let's charge it. And now we just have to get it in this nether portal. Okay, come on, walk in. And yes. All right, now hopefully if we go through this portal, it should explode the piglin. Come on. And come on. There we go. Wait, what? How are you still alive? Okay, wait, if we're fast enough, we can use this same piglin again. Okay, is there still a thunderstorm? Yes. Okay, I'm scared that the thunderstorm's gonna disappear. Okay, we have another creeper. And wait, I've just realized we don't have a totem of undying. And we don't have any time to get another one. I guess we're just gonna have to risk our hardcore world to get this piglin head. Okay, here we go. This is definitely the biggest risk I've ever taken. Oh my goodness, we're alive. Okay, and the charged creeper's still there. And I'm pretty sure if we flint and steel it, it should explode. So let's open up the gate and flint and steel it. There we go. All right, there we go. We actually got the piglin head. Okay, that was really risky, but it was worth it because we actually got the piglin head. Okay, I am never doing a risk like that in my hardcore world ever again. Anyway, though, we are down to the final 2 items. Now, these are the blue axolotl and the deepslate emerald ore. Now, the first one that we'll get here is the blue axolotl, but we have a bit of a problem. You see, if we take a look at the timer, we only have around about 3 hours left until the 24 hours mark. And I don't think it's possible to get both the blue axolotl and the rarest block in the game, the deepslate emerald ore, in just this time, unless we use the blue axolotl that we already have in our world. Now, if we want to complete this challenge, this is something we have to do. So let's put the blue axolotl here, and let's spend the rest of our time concentrating on getting the deepslate emerald block. Now, instead of strip mining for this block all the way down at diamond level, I'm pretty sure the best place to mine for deepslate emerald would be just below where the stone turns into deepslate. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start mining right here. Now, as I said, we only have around about 3 hours left. So we just have to really, really hope that we can find this deepslate emerald in the remaining hours. So let's do this. Okay, we have barely any time left, and I still cannot find this deepslate emerald ore. You know what? I think we need to try something else to get this ore. Now, the idea I'm going to try is by mining a giant hole under a snowy mountain. Because, as we found out earlier from getting the normal emerald ore, emeralds love to spawn in mountains. So if I go down to just below deepslate level, maybe we'll have more luck there. Okay, so right here, we are just below deepslate level. So let's get to mining out a giant chunk in the ground. Oh my goodness! Wait, what? That is the first time I have ever seen deepslate emerald ore. Wait, where's my silk touch pickaxe? Give me this block. I can't believe it. We actually got the deepslate emerald ore within the 24 hours. So let's head into our rare items area and place the deepslate emerald ore in its item frame. And wait a second. I forgot to turn the heavy core into a mace. Let me go ahead and quickly fix that. All right, much better. Anyway, though, we have done it. We have successfully collected all of Minecraft's rarest items within 24 hours. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, thanks to Red Magic for sponsoring this video. Don't forget, if you want your Red Magic Astra gaming tablet, click the link in the description. It literally is one of the best gaming tablets with its huge screen and smooth gameplay. Anyway though, I'm going to game on mine, so subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.